Are you feeling completely overwhelmed by your phone, constantly glued to a screen, scrolling until your eyes glaze over? You're not alone. Believe it or not, even the most grounded characters, like Snow White's 7 dwarfs, would struggle with constant notifications in our modern world. Today, we are diving into a fun thought experiment. How would these classic characters tackle a modern digital overload? We'll explore some surprising solutions that you can use, too. Imagine this: you walk into the 7 dwarfs' cottage, but instead of pickaxes and jewels, you see the glow of screens. Dopey isn't clumsily chasing a butterfly. He's doom scrolling through an endless feed of cat videos. Grumpy isn't complaining about dinner. He's firing off angry tweets about everything and nothing. And Sleepy, he's not just napping. He's zoned out, watching hours of unboxing videos. His eyes barely open. How did they even get here? It's the same way it happens to all of us. This is the digital disease of our time. It creeps in slowly, a notification here, a quick scroll there. Before you know it, you're trapped in a cycle of endless scrolling, comparing your life to curated online personas, and feeling the constant pressure to be available, to respond, to see what you're missing. Even in their quaint, secluded cottage, the dwarfs have fallen victim to the exact same digital burnout that we all experience. Their focus is gone, their tempers are short, and their famous hi-ho has been replaced by a weary sigh. It's a dwarfish dilemma, and it's clear something has to change. One morning, Snow White looks around. She sees their tired, screen-strained eyes, their slumped shoulders, and the quiet tension that has replaced their usual cheerful banter. She decides enough is enough and makes a royal decree. She proposes a radical, almost terrifying idea: a complete 7-day digital detox. The rule book is simple, but the challenge is immense. For 1 week, no phones, no tablets, no computers, no screens of any kind, no notifications buzzing, no social media feeds to check. But what will we do? They all wonder. Snow White smiles, holding up a dusty board game and a book of old forest tales. The initial reaction is, predictably, chaotic. Grumpy grumbles that it's the most ridiculous idea he's ever heard. Doc tries to reason that they need their devices for research. Sneezy worries he'll miss out on the latest viral pollen count memes. But amidst all the grumbling, there's a flicker of something else, a glimmer of curiosity. A tiny bit of hope that maybe, just maybe, life without a screen could be interesting. The first few hours are awkward, utterly, painfully awkward. The silence in the cottage is deafening without the dings and pings of notifications. The dwarfs pace around, not knowing what to do with their hands. But then, slowly, things start to happen. Happy, looking for a way to break the tension, pulls out an old banjo from under his bed. After a few rusty strums, he starts playing a cheerful tune. Soon, Doc is dusting off an old chess set, challenging Bashful to a game. Sneezy, with nothing else to do, starts telling a wildly exaggerated story about a squirrel. And for the first time in months, they're all laughing a real, genuine belly laugh. The most magical change happens in their conversations. Without screens to hide behind, they start to actually look at each other, to listen. They share stories from the mind. They talk about their dreams, their worries. The simple act of connecting without distraction feels like a forgotten superpower they're rediscovering. Spurred on by their newfound energy, Snow White suggests a walk. They venture into the forest, not to mine, but just to be there. They notice the way the sunlight filters through the leaves, the sound of a babbling brook, the scent of pine in the air. Grumpy, despite himself, points out a rare wildflower. They end up skipping stones across a pond, their laughter echoing through the trees. They're not just outside, they're present, embracing the simple, beautiful world that was right outside their door the whole time. As the week unfolds, we start to see incredible transformations in each of them. Let's look at Sleepy. For years, he thought he was just, well, sleepy. But after a few nights without the blue light from the experiencing deep, restful sleep for the first time. He wakes up feeling genuinely refreshed, not just less tired. He has more energy for mining and even starts whistling on the way to work. Then there's Grumpy. One afternoon, while whittling a piece of wood, a hobby he'd long forgotten, he carves a perfect little bird. He holds it up, a slow, genuine smile spreading across his face. It's a moment of pure, unadulterated joy, something 1,000 likes on a Grumpy post could never give him. The collective benefits are impossible to ignore. The constant low-level anxiety that hung beneath the surface of the cottage has vanished. Without the pressure of online arguments or comparing their diamond haul to other miners on Instagram, their minds are clearer, their focus at the mine improves, and they even come up with more creative, efficient ways to find jewels. You can literally see the change in them. This is what I call the Unplug glow. Their eyes are brighter, their posture is better, and there's a lightness to their steps. A sense of peace has settled over the cottage, a feeling that had been lost in the digital noise. So, what happens when the 7 days are up and the screens come back? Is it back to doom scrolling and digital arguments? Absolutely not. The detox wasn't about demonizing technology. It was about reclaiming control. The dwarfs gather around and set new house rules. They decide on screen-free evenings where they play games or tell stories. They implement a phone basket where devices go during meals. Doc even sets up a shared digital calendar to manage their work, using technology as the tool it was meant to be, not a crutch for boredom. They're not going back to the way things were. The lesson here is powerful for our own lives. You don't need to banish technology forever to feel these benefits. It's about being mindful. Start small. Try a digital sunset where you put your phone away an hour before bed. Go for a walk and intentionally leave your phone at home. Have one meal a day without any screens at the table. These small acts of disconnecting can help you reconnect with yourself, with the people around you, and with the world. In the end, the 7 dwarfs found their new happily ever after, and it came with a twist. It's a life where they can still enjoy the wonders of technology, but it no longer rules them. They have found a balance, a harmony between the digital world and the real one. They're mining, singing, and living more fulfilling lives, not because they gave up their screens, but because they learned how to put them down. Thank you so much for joining us on this little journey into the woods. If this story resonated with you, let me know in the comments what your biggest struggle with screen time is. And don't forget to like this video and subscribe for more content to help you live a more balanced and joyful life. See you next time.